What we're seeing now in Gaza is by far the worst devastation ever to be seen in a context like this in modern day history. In most wars or natural disasters, people have the ability to leave. In Gaza, they're trapped.
We see at least 500,000 people on the brink of starvation. We've seen the destruction of most of the utilities, sanitation, electricity, roads, etc.
Talk about reconstruction is not the issue here. I mean, these are people who have lost everything and in need for everything. It's catastrophic in every sense of the word.
Obviously haven't even allowed a fraction of the amount of aid that has needed to go in. And what's worse is that these substitutes to land crossings that the international community have tried to deploy have actually cost Palestinian lives.
The only political thing that can be done is, as I said, stop the weapon supply to Israel at this moment. That's basic common sense.
We would like to see a return of the rule of law, a recognition by all the parties, at least to adhere to the laws which they have signed. Gaza remains a kind of mass imprisonment camp. Let the journalists in, let Europeans come. We're happy to have an observation.
You've got multiple post-stabilization plans coming from the US, which simply clashes with what Israel has already made very clear is a non-starter, which is the return of the PA, allowing any form of reconstruction of Gaza.
Israel is saying no, the Palestinian Authority is not allowed to come back and run the place. They're not allowed into Gaza. They will not be given a foothold in it. So that creates this sort of impossible deadlock. They say that if you merge a single Hamas person in the security forces of the PA, you're not going to get any funding for the security forces.
Many of the health workers, municipal workers, teachers, are deemed to be Hamas or affiliated with, but these are administrative people who run the system. There is no one else who has that capacity. The immediate question is how to prevent a further catastrophe from occurring, because we are on the brink of losing a whole generation of Gazans. And I'm not talking about a few thousand, we're talking about hundreds of thousands.
We need to get our priorities right. The issue is to deal with the humanitarian catastrophe that currently exists in Gaza to provide people with the bare minimum of what they need in order to survive.